As artists, you focus on your work, and you're like, I can't have any outside influence, and it's just got to be all about, you know, what I'm focusing on. A day in Web3 is not the same as yesterday. It just completely changes every day. Every day. So you just got to be ahead. I mean, who knows what they're going to do next? I mean, it's absolutely insane. It's the best time as an artist to be alive, to where you actually make money on your art. And not even make money on your art, it's just to actually have your art out there and people, you know, saying, hey, you're doing good. Hey, I like your stuff. And the money's nice. I mean, don't get me wrong. But it's just the recognition. You're like, oh, cool. You do like my shit. Because, you know, I've been doing this for, you know, 20 years, and I throw it away, and everybody's like, whatever. You do what you want to do. But no, it's the best time to be alive. Yeah, man. We're very lucky. We're very fortunate, all of us. Especially as creators. If you're an artist out there, get on this shit, man. Yes. Please do it. Even if you're scared, just jump into a Twitter space. Yes. I had a panic attack. So I did a thing with Mad Rabbits right before my launch, and I had the biggest panic attack I've ever had in my life. And when I was up there talking, I couldn't talk. Like, words weren't forming. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm like, I'll be right back. So I get off for a minute, I like calm down, I get back on, everything's fine. The worst part is, we had our Twitter space. Yeah. So because of that reason with Mad Rabbits, we had our Twitter space. My signal in my house was going down. So in my head, I go, oh my God, everybody thinks I'm like.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then they're gonna say, oh my God, he's ruining it. He's a moron. But no, it was.
It was nothing like that. We had a blast.
Oh man, it was so much fun.
That was fun.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes. Anybody else? What are you guys looking forward to on Web3? Please pop in. Anybody?
We're like, I'm like, you want to go? I'll go. Yeah, I mean, every single day I think about this, like, what is next, and what is next for all the artists up here? Yes. What are you gonna do next? You know, what are all you gonna do next? We're at South by Southwest. Like, there's so many innovators. There's so many builders. Yeah. There's so many new things happening. What's it gonna look like when everyone is chain agnostic? What's it gonna look like when, you know, we're all working together using this technology? You know, how is that going to look? There's big platform announcements. There's, you know, more people coming in every day. Yes. What, I mean, what isn't there to look forward to? I really do think there's just so many people making and creating, whether it's, you know, I mean, the time is kind of now. Yes. You know, I like coming from early kind of, you know, mid 90s, watching, you know, the street art go into like galleries, like real galleries, paying attention, and all of that stuff. It's the same energy, you know, the .com boom. Yes. What happened? So many people doing so many exciting things, and then who, you know, what happened? Who partnered together? Who was left standing? You know, and then what happened? And that's happening here. Yeah. So every day, you know, I get to meet new, exciting people. I'm so thrilled. Thank you for having me.
You're absolutely correct on that. You know? Like, especially, like, you know, with the .com and the graffiti, just seeing all the graffiti and all the you know, all the galleries, and it's that we're the next thing. So
we had two incredibly challenging years. Yeah. You know, 100%. As human beings, all globally, and through like great tragedy, I think comes amazing art always. You know, it's inspiring. Technology has been pushed forward in a way and become available to someone like me, who's not. I'm not the brightest. You know, I'm like average intelligence. You know, but I have access to this now, probably a little earlier than I should have. Right. You know?
You're absolutely right too, because like COVID-19 and all that thing, it forced us, like, you know, we're locked down. We can't leave our house. You know, you can't go anywhere. And so we're all focused on art, and that's where pretty much we all started. And there was just, it's such a terrible time that was, and still is. A lot of good came out, but a lot of bad too. But I mean, you know, sweet and your sour. It's like, you know.
100%.
I haven't said anything. I'm just excited about the future. Kind of like what all of us are saying, man. just like using me, I don't like to use me as an example, but using me as an example, someone who nobody knew of before last year to, dude, last month I was in LA, man. I did an event with Rolling Stone and Coinbase, dude. Me and 11 other artists.
That's amazing.
Like, so, you know what I'm saying? It feels like I'm dreaming almost. You know what I'm saying? So I like to tell my story because it's like if I can do it, I really feel like that. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
100%.
If I came from nowhere, out of nowhere, didn't have any credibility, this like that before last year, why can't you do it? You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited for stories like mine. You know what I'm saying? Hearing about stuff like that, amazing stuff like that, bro.
I feel that.
That's what's exciting, you know, about. I'm excited too, man, about like gamification or whatever. I think that's gonna be real cool. Once somebody figures out like a dope game where you you tokenize whatever, you getting paid to play it or whatever. I'm really excited for that next step. You know.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, I mean, ApeCoin. Just gonna say it.
Oh yeah, today's a big
That
day.
just happened.
Today's a big day.
I got 3 hours of sleep.
Dude.
This is
Crazy, right?
This tokenization of communities and reward and Spotty. I want to hear what you're excited about.
Well, I am excited about ApeCoin. That's why my eyes are a little red right now. I've been on 3 hours sleep as well, but I'm really excited for the user experience to get better. You know, right now, if you walk out on the street and you just pull an average person, and they don't have ETH or they don't have a MetaMask wallet, and if they love my music and if I can explain to them the value proposition of like this is why the NFT is powerful because you have a mechanical license, you have a copyright license, you know, there's rarity, blah 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 blah. Great. How do I buy? Okay.
Right.
Do you have half an hour? Let's find a Starbucks.
Yes.
Right.
You know, that's like the barrier to entry is extreme, and so that also of course impacts the lack of diversity, the homogeny of the NFT space, or the perception thereof. So, and then it's the same thing on the creator side. You know, you could be an incredible artist, but you know your minting options might be limited. You know, like you can mint on OpenSea, and like artists have done phenomenally well minting on OpenSea. My guy Justin Aversano is the Michael Jordan of OpenSea. You know. You can mint on OpenSea, and that's a good option for a lot of artists. You can mint on Manifold now. That's a great option. Manifold.xyz, if you're not familiar, get in tune with them. But then if you want to do something a little bit more novel, you know, if you want to do like a blind mint, or if you want to have different rarity traits and things like that, you really need a developer. You know, there's a million things. There are infinite things that you need a developer for, and there's way more people that need a developer than there are developers. So that's a real problem, because like right now, the only reason I was able to do my drop the way I did it in August at the time that I did it was because I had developers. And the only reason the developers, I mean I love them, but the only reason that I was able to get their attention is because in February I spent the equivalent of $40,000 on a CryptoPunk. If I wasn't the CryptoPunk rapper, I would have just been hey, I'm a rapper, I want to make NFTs. Right. Cool.
Next.
You know, like, yeah. So, you know, once that playing field gets leveled, once there's more open source tools where you can go in and just say, okay, here's my spreadsheet of all my assets. Here's the rarity I want to assign to each one. And you can just with one click, with 0 fees, you know, and you can just mint that shit without having to like find a developer and wrangle them. That's going to be really impactful, you know. And I mean, it's gonna present all the same issues that democratization presents, where like there will be all of a sudden another flood of like. Right now, there's a ton of artists that are coming in, and a lot of collections that, you know, will they stand the test of time? And with access, that question persists. But that's what I'm excited about. It's just the user experience is getting better. And when our grandmothers, you know, when the people around us that they, you know, I used to work, this is like an aside, I used to work doing telemarketing for MCI. I used to have people tell me they wouldn't do transactions with a credit card over the phone.
Right.
And I was like, well, have you ever ordered a pizza? You know what I mean? But like once we get to that point where it's as easy as ordering a pizza, that's when we've arrived.
Yeah, 100%. I love that. I love that insight, man.
And it should be, though, especially the blockchain technology. It's like we should be using it for almost everything.
Yes.
To me personally,
Yeah,
like
I agree.
from voting to everything. Like there's just records. It's all record, and it just
You can't lie with the blockchain.
you can't lie with the
You can't
blockchain.
lie. Yes, I love that. I love that. All right, guys. Well, look, we're heading towards the end of our time here on the panel. I just want to leave everybody here listening with some final words. Whether you guys want to give some insight on something, some advice, and definitely please let's end it with letting everybody know where they could find us on Twitter or any other social media, our websites, things like that, so everybody could get in tune with us. Whoever wants to go first.
I would just say do your own research, really get into it and ask a lot of questions, and there's plenty of people who are willing to help, but also it's when I say it's early, it means it's early. There's a lot of room for mistakes, and I'm a doer. I've made a lot of mistakes. I think that somebody really early on said they said, we're pioneers, and I don't want to be a pioneer. I want to be a settler. Because with being a pioneer, there's mistakes. A lot of them died. You know what I'm saying? So I think that do the research, and it's okay to go slow, even though it moves fast. That's what I would say. Look, make sure. We talked about this. We talked about hacking. There's a lot of really smart people in the space. Follow the smartest people. Follow the smartest people.
Yes.
I think that's great advice. My advice would be just a few things. I would say, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Draw inspiration from from things that you see working in the NFT space. Picasso, or I think Picasso said it. Great artists steal. Steal some shit. If you see somebody doing something, I'm a musician. I stole shit that I saw work for the CryptoPunks. I stole shit that I saw work for the Bored Apes, for Punks Comic, and I said nobody's doing these different things in music, so I'll do that.
Yep.
And I didn't do anything nobody did before. If you think of it in a multidisciplinary sense, so think outside of your own discipline. Very tactical, but if you're gonna make an NFT, however many you think you want to sell fewer. However much you think you want to sell it for less. The key is the secondary royalties, and you want those early buyers, those early supporters. You want them to get in at a great price, so that your Discord is enthusiastic and the energy is high because they got in at a great price, and they know that if for any reason, if they need to pay some bills, they're good, and they're not underwater. Check me out at spottywifi.com, at spottywifi on all platforms, SPOTTIE. Hizzy, what is that? Oh, and I'll be performing here at 6 p.m. I'll be
yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll be
Yes,
performing at
let's
6
not
p.m.
forget that.
Yes,
we got more speakers after this, and then the performances start around 5 o'clock-ish. Spotty's going on at 6. So obviously stick around, come back, whatever that good stuff is. But let's wrap up. Tyler or Mr. Goldie, if you guys want to finalize this.
Yeah, what I would say if you're starting out with the NFT space and you're as an artist and you want to create something new, and let's say your funds you don't have a lot of money. Let's say I would suggest looking at Tezos. Tezos is always a good way. The minting is absolutely dirt cheap. You're paying pennies, and the rewards are just astronomical if you succeed and you do well. So I would suggest look up Tezos. Some of the UIs on a lot of these sites aren't very good. I started out actually. I started on Rarible, then I moved over to Hence to give some free stuff, but then I absolutely blew up from there, and I made a good living just from there. So just look at your options. Not everything has to be Ethereum or ETH based, and there's other things out there, and just do things that are personal to you, and make your art. Put yourself out there. It's absolutely terrifying, I know, because even dropping this project and every project prior, I'm terrified every time I do it, because I'm they're not gonna like it, and I suck balls, and everything's terrible. But just do it. Have fun. And Tezos is a great way to start getting into those spots, and then eventually, work your way up to Ethereum and do all that stuff. I mean,
Yes.
oh,
Okay, I
and
got-
follow me. I'm on a Talkblock. It's at TOKBLOKK on Twitter, and the site is I did this shit. So
I guess I'm
So good.
I guess I'm
Scan,
finishing
come up
it
here and
off.
scan.
yeah, just scam this shit. That's whatever.
I'll finish it off. Nothing too much. Some advice I would give people is kind of just like keep your foot on the gas. If you like an artist or if you a collector or whatever, y'all see how fast this space move. Continue to, you know what I'm saying, reinvent. Continue to come up with new ideas. Continue to like stay a step ahead of yourself, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You drop a project, already be kind of envisioning your next project and your next one. Always stay a step ahead. So I think that if you do that, you'll continue to grow as the space grows. You don't want to get left. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my advice. And yeah, I'm Goldie's NFT Art on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Makers everywhere. Foundation everywhere. Goldie's NFT Art.
Love it. Love it.
Can I say one more?
Yes.
Can I say one more thing? So with us and like projects, especially NFTs and stuff like that, you can help people. Like my project, we've raised $30,000 for Ukrainian relief since and
What's up?
and
Yes.
I just want to use what we do as a way to help people. Like I like after this and the secondary starts coming in and things like that, I want to use a lot of those funds for mental health, and because when you're jumping in on these things, like when I started, it was, especially with this project, it was hard, and I had a lot of shit going on, and I think what we can do as a community, especially the NFTs, and you get a lot of people, NFTs are the blockchain causes, global warming and all these things. But I think we can also use that as a good to help people if we can use a lot of the money that we make, because you can make so much money, and there's no reason why we can't give back. We should always give back. There's so many people out there that need fucking help. Let's help them. Let's do what we got to do. That's why even this, I just want most of all my shit just to help. I just want it to make a real change in the world,
Sure.
And we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that for real.
Love that. Great way to end it, y'all. Well, thank you so much for your time, everybody. Tyler, Spotty, Lindsay, Mr. Goldie. I'm your host, Visual. You guys can follow me at I See It All on all social media. It's the word I, the word see, the word it, the word all. Appreciate you guys being in here. Like I said, we have more speakers coming up. We got Spotty performing later on. I'm performing later on. And Pete's trying to tell me something. I have no idea what he's trying to tell me.
Those headphones on blue, right?
Something about the headphones being on blue. So I guess he wants them to be on blue after this when we're done. The music will be playing. Shit. Very hard to communicate while you're talking and you have headphones on. But yes, like I said, we got more speakers coming on after this. Switch your headphones over to blue if you're gonna stick around so you can hear the music. If you're not, make sure you leave the headphones in the back, please, so we charge them up for the next people rotating in. And we're gonna be here till 7 o'clock, guys. So like I said, performances at 5. We got a DJ coming in later. I heard we got a new DJ coming out of Chicago, coming in to just
going
crush
crazy
it,
in
just
Chicago,
crush it.
huh? We out here. Let's
DJ
go.
Diamond Girl's in the building. She's gonna crush it. So I'm excited to hear that. And yes, please stick around. And if you're not gonna stick around, make sure you guys come back. We're here in and out till 7 o'clock. Appreciate you guys. Let's give everybody a hand, though. Come on. Let's do it.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Hey. What up, South by Southwest? I got some friends with me. You want to see? What's going on, everybody? I told you. This is some of the crew here. These are the Shrug Life homies. Homies, if you want to say what up, Austin, Texas.
What's going on,
Yo,
Austin?
Yo, what up, Austin?
What up, Austin?
What up? Yeah. That's what it is. So I hope all y'all are having a good time. My name is GM. I'm the host of Four Things Podcast. I'm going to explain that in a little bit. But what we wanted to talk to you about was Shrug Life NFT. Shrug Life NFT has a lot of different things going for it. In my opinion, we're doing a lot of different things around here, a lot of new things, a lot of community driven things.
Yo, GM. Did you tell them about the 13 artists yet, bro?
No, I didn't. I was gonna get there though. We have 13 different artists involved with this thing. Artists from Brain Vomit, Lurk Loves You, Freehand Profit, Ren One. MCA, Dusk Raps. Brian McCarty is a photographer that's involved with this thing. So we got a lot of different.
Yo, GM, did you tell him how it's connected to the Four Things podcast?
No, goodies, I didn't, but I was getting there. It's actually this whole Shrug Life thing. It started in 2009 with a bunch of homies from Twitter. Basically, I'm one of those homies. And as we've gone through this thing, I've done a lot of stuff. And recently, I started a podcast called Four Things Podcast. That was about 9 months ago. This whole Shrug Life NFT thing is connected to Four Things Podcast. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate that. Good.
Hey, what about the virtual adventures? You know, what about this?
True. So that's another thing that we're doing here. We have virtual adventures and VR community hangouts that we do. Every Sunday night, we get together in VR. We hang out with the homies. These are some of the homies here. We do everything from ETH challenges where we battle it out for small ETH prizes. We also get together in the movie theater called Big Screen. Shout out to Big Screen. We go in there and we watch new episodes of Virtual Adventures, which is a VR variety show. So I'm the host, and what happens is I have a guest come through. We sit down, we chop it up, we hang out, all in VR, all right in here with the VR headset on, and then we also have skits and bits and stuff like that where we include the community, and we have a lot of fun. So that is another thing that you can check out. I think right now we're actually going to show you some of that, and we'll be right back. Austin, I hope you're having a good time, man. South by Southwest. I have some experience with that. We'll talk about that when we get back. So shout out to all of you. Let's get it. Let's go. Shrug Life, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Shrug Life, yeah, what up?
Shrug Life. But I saw that he got one of these things, and I said, "Hey, Mike, when are we gonna hang out in VR?" And he was like, "Let's do that." So here we are. We're hanging out, and Mike went to go pick his avatar, and he said, "I want to be a hot dog," and I said, "Who am I to argue?" So you're learning, man.
Fuckers in the Twitter spaces always in the Discord talking about GM ain't about this, Shrug Life ain't about that. My boy, a Solidity dev on Ethereum, he said his devs don't be putting in no work. Shut the fuck up. Y'all motherfuckers ain't on shit. All you motherfuckers talking about GM ain't no hitter, GM a fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that dude. You know he's been on probation since 2015, 2013, since I don't know when.
Boom. We're both aliens now.
Look at this. This is awesome.
We ain't never talking rug talk. NFTs off a shrug talk. Yeah. I only do it for the real ones. I ain't never stay complacent. Got homies who watch trades like I watch clothes up in my basement. You the most bored on the team, excuse me. We speak another language. I ain't never been famous, all heart. I ain't never been brainless. Now we all talking shrug talk. In these spaces all faded. Got questions, want lessons. We real quick to explain it. Whole crew's underrated. That's why we never celebrated. These projects don't see us unless they steal around being jaded. Now they all just choosing. Imagine all of us losing. They heard sounds from the podcast, dropped a project, now they lose it.
Again, my name is GM. This guy over here is the talented artist himself, known as
Freehand Profit.
I got a yo-yo. These are fun.
I got a cow, bro.
we got all the things that we could never have anywhere else. But free, I gotta adjust my my headset here, my eyes. All right, so What's up?
Benjamin Button looking ass.
Up,
No.
up, up, up.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the horse head now.
Up, 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 up.
Wait, if you're gonna be the baby, then I gotta be this little dog.
Yeah. Be the dog. Yeah. Best tag team ever. Let's go. Look at us. Look at us. Turn around. Look at the camera. Look at us. Mike Grill made it. Four Things. GM. Shrug Life. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
Let's go. Just a baby and his friend, stuffed animal
and
dog.
it's so weird because your eyes move around and stuff. Like
the
your
scariest baby ever. Like what happened?
Here, go over to the mirror.
You have a scar already.
I don't know what happened to me. Oh, my eye is fucked up. Oh, that's why they called me ugly yesterday.
Joe,
they kept calling me ugly.
Damn, you a huge baby. You taller than
I'm a big ass
dog.
baby. Yeah, I'm a baby.
I wish
you gotta do
could take the
TikTok
bend in
dances,
my
Mike.
knees.
Ready? Just follow my lead.
Yeah. I got you. I'm with you, dog.
Yeah. Me and Mike Grill doing TikTok dances. Let's go.
You just make this one on the fly. It's like we've been. I swear we didn't practice this one.
No, we didn't practice this at all. This is now back to the arms, back to the arms. Yep, back to the arms, back to the arms, and then do the shuffle. That's the influencer shuffle. That's what we're doing. The influencer shuffle. That's right.
¿Tú sabes hablar?
Fourth.
Yo, ¿me escuchas? ¿Hablas español, inglés?
You can't script
Yo
this
sí
stuff,
falo
man.
portugués.
Like this.
Yo, how do I get back to the hot dog? I want to go back to the hot dog.
Well, that's what we're looking at. If you
I
go
don't think
into the menu thing here, yeah, that might be the problem. We're gonna get what's going on, man?
How we doing? Yo,
what's
shrug
up,
it
brother?
off. Keep moving.
Shrug it. There you go. That's what you got to do sometimes. Hey, welcome back, everybody. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to check out what we're doing here at Shrug Life. I hope you guys are having a great time at South by Southwest. I've actually been to South by Southwest probably about 4 or 5 times myself, and so I know all about what you guys are going through. I want you guys to have a safe time out there, have a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Just hope your feet don't hurt too much. You know what it is.
Hey, wait. Gee, did you tell him about the burn and swap method?
It didn't go up. But there is a burn and swap feature with this project where we'll have challenges eventually where you'll be able to burn and swap your shrugs for different pieces of art and stuff like that. But we really we got to get out of here. So Guap, I appreciate it. I appreciate you, brother.
But yo, G, before we go, did you tell him about the Discord?
Yeah. No, I didn't, Goodies, because we actually don't have a Discord. We started minting about 2.5 months ago in December, and from mint we decided we would not have a Discord because I don't want to have people have the chance of getting ripped off by different scams in Discord and stuff like that. I don't feel like you should have to get a Discord in order to get into an NFT project. This is a project for everybody, you know what I mean? So but Goodies, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for bringing it up. Everybody, thank you so much for checking. Yeah,
when are we heading
Pat,
to Austin though, bro? When are we leaving?
Oh yeah.
No, guys, we're not going to Austin. We're in Austin right now. If you take a look back there and you just say what up to Austin, they're watching us right now. What up, Austin? You see what I'm saying?
Okay, what's going on?
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Let's
that's
go,
great.
baby.
All right, word. I got it.
So real quick, just before we get out of here, I just want to say, if you have a VR headset, just hit me up at 4 Things Podcast. Well, actually, it's at 4 Things VR now because we've transitioned. So you hit me up at 4 Things VR, and that's things with an A. You can come through and you can hang out with us and do what we do. If you're an actor, an actress, a rapper, a producer, a DJ, grab a shrug, man. You can be featured in these episodes with us when we do these virtual adventures. Season 1 is about to get wrapped up now. That's actually the pilot season. So the fact is, you're not even late because season 1, the real season 1, is coming soon. Again, Austin, thank you so much. We're gonna see everybody real soon. Check us out, man. Peace. Shrug life, baby.
Yo,
Stay
Shrug
safe,
life.
everyone.
Later, Austin. Peace.